Hey guys, this is Genbu. Welcome back to Touhou the Genius Sapphires. Last time we started off Genbu's Lake, stage 17. Found ourselves underwater, of course, and yeah, getting a bit acclimatized to it. It's a neat area. Found ourselves gold key, which we'll need for finishing the place, and now we're going to attempt to do just that. So, with that said, we did unlock this door down here, which is fine.
Also found some of the enemies are not like super ultra tough if you know what the weaknesses and stuff are, but a couple of them are resistant to the elemental attacks that we've been dealing with, so that gets a little bit annoying. It's not a huge deal. I mean, these elemental attacks still hurt quite a lot, so that's fine. Not so keen on them not getting all the hits with Mother there, but oh well. You see, when the Tories chasers do a ton of damage, yeah, like when they do damage, they do a ton of damage, and it's actually really cool the way that it works out. I mean, granted, I have her research pretty maxed out here, so she does have a lot more power on those chasers than she would if you didn't boost it up, but that's kind of what you expect. Also, that critical hit definitely helps out.
Crit magic is just the best thing ever. I wish more characters could get it, but oh well. But yeah, there's a lot that you can do with that. With the elemental chaser stuff, it's really fun. If you've used Notori more than I have so far, then you might actually have different chasers that you could use here as well, but oh well. There's another box here with a rock, so that's kind of good.
This is where the stage kind of breaks down a little bit, is that when there are lots of enemies on stage which have different weaknesses entirely, then it gets a little bit tricky to balance everything. And it starts to go into a, well, what exactly do I focus on here? So one turn cooldown on Purgatory Inhale, that's not terrible, but I think Fire Chaser would be a better call here, because that just automatically shuts down the other two, and then if I just focus on the front character here, I should take it out with my two Thunder Spells, that's the idea. Acid Storm, no, this is good defense down the line. I probably should put a thing on Melko here. I probably should put some sort of water resistance, because Touhou are in the water stage and I'm water weak, but like it's not doing crazy amounts of damage, and I think I'm okay with it, because Melko is getting shielded most of the time. That said, I probably should switch one or two of the positions around in the party here, because one thing I did notice
last time is that Marissa is taking full damage from some of the hits that she really doesn't want to take full damage from. And the reason for that is because Alice's marionette skills are kind of running out. So what you should probably do, if you're being smart, is you should probably have your tankiest characters at the bottom of the defense stuff. Because if your marionette stuff does have a limit, and if you reach that limit, then you want your tankiest characters to be the ones that aren't shielded by Alice, right?
Which is partly why I had it's partly why I had Notori closer to the bottom in the first place, because she does have defensive attributes here. But, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and just start dust here. We'll Fire Chase, Salamander, and Fijiana. That should take out the middle character here. Well, maybe not with a land control to water though. That's not quite smooth. Oh, wow. Never mind. 2600 damage with the burn, so the burn will stop it using any skills in case it was going to do that. And there we go, taken out. The Undyne does drop a piece of equipment that I would like, which is most of the reason why I'm still focusing somewhat heavily on those. We'll just do it this way. We'll go ahead, use the Thunder Chaser for lock typing, but everything else I want to focus damage on Melting here, because that's going to happen. And this should take it out, maybe? No. Okay. But it can't actually use other stuff now, so just take it out with this. A lot of the enemies have shields here, though. Like, obviously the turtle, the crab, and this thing all have shields, and you'll usually find
at least one of those every 1.5 to 2 battles or so, which is actually sort of annoying, but oh well. I'm getting caught in way too many fights here. I'm just gonna run from this one. Satori is also pretty good in this stage as well, though. I mean, I just wanted to use Marissa because Marissa was underleveled, but Satori is predictably really good in this stage, because she can do all sorts of elemental attacks as well, and that is a good time. No. I haven't seen a perfect dodge from Notori yet, though. It's really weird. She has 15% perfect dodge and the magic reflex stuff, and I just haven't seen it at all. Was there any reason to go along this one? Not by the looks of it, huh? Oh well, that's okay. Just exploring the rest of the map so you can see what all the places are.
This would be really sucky if you came across this when you didn't have water-based moves to run with here. And I don't really have that many water-based moves, I'm going to be totally honest. Like, my water attacking here is not as strong as it probably could be. But at the same time, you usually don't expect to run against too many of these, so yeah, running against 3 water weekend in one go is unusual, to say the least. But apparently they drop meteorite, so that's really cool. I didn't know that. I should have known that, but I didn't. Interesting. Okay. Well, we have learned something new just now then, that these guys are good for gaining synthesis material stuff.
Alright. So that's cool. So, with that all done, I think down here is where I wanted to go. There's... I don't know actually, because I think we already went down that bit before. This is the part where I get lost in this place, because it is one of those things, there's one route that you need to go, and I don't remember where said route is. So heck yeah, we're gonna have to find a way through it. Can we go, like, no, we can't go to the right there. Unless we went down from over here. I guess, yeah, we're supposed to go like there. Okay, well that... What is a centaur doing underwater? There's nothing really interesting in this fight for me, so I'll find out what items and stuff drop when I do this later. But there's the end of the stage, I guess. And you can start seeing all the enemies from the previous stage as well. I don't really have any interest in fighting, you know, groups of the old enemies here, because they are not particularly great. Also a hidden item here, I didn't even realize, wow. I can't actually use this on anyone just now, because they, I mean, I could use it on Notori, but she has her own armor on anyway. So, Dragon Mail, obviously dragons are resistant to core elements, so that is pretty good. We now have resistance to the core elements on one piece of armor, which is solid. Just, yeah, it's just a really... Oh, what? Am I stuck here? And there's that guy who had the mirror shield. Yeah, this is all just boring old enemies though, come on. What's a siren doing underwater? I thought birds, like, you know, generic birds couldn't really swim. Whatever. We can get through the door down here, of course, and this leads to the very end of the stage. There is actually one enemy that shows up in that previous room, and also showed up in the previous stage, but we didn't get to encounter it yet. That, yeah, we haven't seen. I'm gonna go ahead and see if it shows up, but I think here... Ah, there was a reflect, finally. It's pretty cool. But I guess before we do that, I may as well just show the records for the enemies here. Because yeah, this place is gonna... It is a really short, like, dungeon, and I didn't actually realize it was only like one more room or something, otherwise I probably would have just done this last time. But oh well. That's an item I want, the Atlas Amulet. You can probably guess what that's going to do. Boreas Amulet, yep, definitely want that as well. We already got that. The Eraser Engine, that's something which I would like. You can see just how resistant this guy is to like everything. It's a good job I'm not really using any physical attacks except blunt here, because it's resistant to those too. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, the Eraser Engine's a good staff weapon that I would like. And yeah, this does drop. This is a heavyweight armor, I think. Seven King's Mail. Which one is that again? That might be strike resistance, I think, which is fine. Then nothing else drops stuff. So yeah, not too many new enemies in here, but there are 3 or 4 items that I would like. So I guess we are going to go ahead and do them, but I'm not going to do the enemies in this room, I don't think. The only reason I'm going to sort of refresh the encounters in this room is because I want to see if I can get that enemy that didn't show up in the previous stage to show up. Even though my party is woefully under-equipped to actually take it on. Holy hell, that's a lot of Yukari! What? How many is this actually? This is 1, 2, 5. This is 9 Yukari. What? I don't remember ever seeing this before. Okay, well, Straw Doll Kamikaze could actually help out here, so that's kind of cool. I don't have like an AoE that I could use for, because I'm pretty sure if I try and use Purgatory Impale, it probably doesn't do any damage. Let's demonstrate that actually. Why the hell not? Just do something. This, if I strike in the middle, hits 7 of them. That's pretty powerful. Straw Doll Kamikaze should do a decent amount of damage to these basic Yakurada. 2 damage each. That's pretty good. Oh, but they're all gonna run away though. No! I should have used Paparazzi. Why didn't I use Paparazzi? I'm an idiot. Ah, that sucks. Yeah. I could have killed them all here, I guess. Oh no, Purgatory Impale does do damage. Okay. Fair enough. I guess it's added element rather than core element for it. That's interesting. I could have used Fujiyama Flying Phoenix then and got more off of that. Oh well, killing 3 of them is still decent, I guess. So, yay. I don't know. That was a crazy looking fight though. So, with this part being so short as it is, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and yeah, wipe out some of the enemies in this place. So until interesting stuff happens, I shall be back soon. And here it is. So, this is Dominion. If you ever wondered what that, you know, relatively cute, I guess, angel thing turns into, for some reason the angels turn mecha at this point. I have no idea why. It's just bizarre. Anyway, this thing doesn't have resistance to physical elements and is of course weak to dark, but it has a 33% Divine Barrier at this point. And it's resistant to pretty much every other magic type, so my party is very, very poorly equipped to try and deal with this, but I'm gonna try anyway because that's just what I'm like. Yeah, you can see just how, like, minimal damage I'm doing here with my weapon stuff. My weapons are kind of outdated a lot for most of them here, but at least Silent Selenade does quite a bit, and that's good. I was hoping to get silence on it there, but it didn't happen. Hopefully it happens this time, because I can only use Selenade every 2 turns, and when it's not active it just can get to spam light attacks. There it is. I think it still has Holy Breath that it can use, but it only seems to do 1 action per turn at the moment though, which is weird. It's not exactly what I'd expect from this thing, but Patchouli spell cards are pretty good. How much damage does Fujiyama Volcano do, actually? Because it does resist fire, but yeah, a decent bit, 820. That's just how strong that attack is though, it can do damage even when it's resisted, it's super good. And there we go. It drops a spear, which is one of the few spears I would maybe consider using, because it has a 100% exorcism trait to it. But yeah, that's basically the enemy that I missed before. I should actually check the wiki real quick once I'm done with this fight to see if I've missed any items, because I kinda just flew through this stage. I may well have missed some of the items here. So yeah, as soon as this fight is done, I'm going to go ahead and do that. For the record, that Dominion guy only appears in the final room of both the previous stage and this one. That's the only place that you will find it if you are looking for it in this stage. I don't think it shows up in the next stage actually, so yeah, you have to get it then. But right, time to make sure I have not forgotten anything. Oh wow, I actually took it down. This party is really bad for taking out the higher level Yukuris because it just doesn't have the firepower to do it. But it stayed in turn 1 and yeah, it didn't decide to run. It does have a drop as well. I've never gotten a drop from the stray Yukari before, which is kind of bad, but whatever. Alice gets a level up. We also get a new spell for Marissa, which is really good. We'll definitely show that off. Not just now because she's not focusing on Mystic, but it's the latest skill in her love sign tree. So this one, unfortunately, is only a regular pierce attack, so it's even more limited than Earthlight Ray, but it does a lot more damage. So yeah, it's tough to justify its use, if only because it's so restricted in where it hits. But if you can justify that use, that move is going to do a lot of damage when you buff up her Mystic traits. So keep it in mind. Perfect, there we go. So that is the Serpent King's Mail, which, if I do remember this correctly, is, yep, strike resistant, just as I thought. A little bit more defensive than the previous armor that Moko has, and yeah, strike is probably a better thing to resist than stab hero. So yeah, strong item. And there is the Eraser engine, so that is super good too. The double cast made that a one-turn kill. It's really nice actually. But yeah, the Eraser engine is probably Patchouli's next item here, and it has a 15% reduction in MP cost, which is solid. Yeah, it's more powerful, gives you better, you know, efficiency. What more could you want? And that's what happens when you can't run away twice in a row. You generally can't really survive too many turns with this, but hey, it gives me an excuse to show Teleporter goes to the end of the stage. Aw, man. Oh, we do have a level 5 Aya here, which is somewhat interesting. I mean, Aya gaining more intelligence is kind of funny, but yeah, not much MP coming out there though. Just 2 MP is really bad, actually. Oh well. And Patchouli gains another level with her final multi-target skill here, Earthquake. So yeah, the same general power as the previous ones, medium sort of strength to it. It's multi-target, 20 MP cost with her basic reductions. She actually has a bit more reduction cost to it than before because of the Eraser engine, but yeah, just that's the general stats for it. Alright, Notori gains another level 2, reaching level 45 with the extending arm. Unfortunately doesn't have the masses of ease behind it, so no, it's not the extending arm like it normally would be, but yeah. That was dumb, I'm sorry. It's basically a mystic attack. It's single target, I believe, and look at that cooldown, that's incredible. 4 turns of cooldown? Like, what is the point? I don't get it. Her mystic attacks are terrible, like, there really isn't a reason to use them ever. But, hey, that's what the game has decided for us, and great. We're probably gonna die in this fight as well now, because I'm trying to run and it won't let me. Oh yeah, there's the reason those waters are so dangerous, by the way. We never really saw it before, but yeah, they're really nasty because they can crit, and they crit quite a bit too. Oh, perfect, we are actually going to get one of the amulets here. I think I've killed all the enemies in the rooms where the Adamantoise shows up, so we aren't going to get the Atlas amulet, but we do get the Boreas amulet, which is good. So, just like the Hades amulet from before, this is an upgrade to the Shower amulet all the way back from stage 3. Finally getting an upgrade to this thing, so huge reduction in water damage, which is quite nice, and 20% water enhance is pretty good as well. Fire resistance down is a bit but you know, it's tolerable, you can work around that. And I think that's basically the last of the enemies that I would want to take out here, because like I said, I seem to have taken out all the enemies in the rooms where the Adamantoise shows up, so there really isn't much of a reason for me to stay in the stage anymore. I think there's one enemy in this room, and this room might have it show up. I think it does actually, but it also has a whole bunch of other random enemy stuff which are just not worth me fighting. So I don't think I'm going to go ahead and do it. Like, sure, if I needed a mirror shield still, then I could go ahead and look for this guy. But this stage just, it doesn't seem worth doing any more of these fights, so I'm basically just not going to. So, with that said, this has been GamerCow playing Touhou, the Genius Sapphires, and next time, well, it should be a little bit obvious, I guess, that Matsuba's going to be involved in stuff here, but well, let's see what awaits us next time, huh? Take care.